Welcome to a new day in Empyrion Galactic Survival. In the last part, I did some work on my hover vehicle, gave it some extra offensive capability, which proved worthy when I went out and did a little bit of hostile patrol. But I did run into some drones, which exposed a few weaknesses in this ship, which I intend to fix in this part. Also, Papuro Draco pointed out a weakness in what I was doing, which I need to fix as well. And also a big thank you to Mike Me about the lights. Yes, I know that I've been doing a lot of stuff in the dark without lights. I normally try to record in daylight, but there's been a couple of times when I've just drifted into the darkness by accident. Anyway, guys, let's just get down to working on the ship. Now, the real weakness I found is that this cockpit is probably a bit exposed not to be armoured. So what I want to do, and also I've kind of been doing the calculations, and I've got 3 thrusters there, but I've only got 1 thruster pushing back, which is a potential problem as well. So what I want to do is do a little bit of work on here. And I know some of you guys will probably be absolutely frustrated with me with the fact that I always seem to be tinkering, and I'm afraid it's my engineering background. I originally trained as an engineer before I went into IT. And if you know anyone who's got an engineering background, you will know that they are inherent tinkerers. They can't leave anything alone. They're always taking things apart and putting them back together again, even when they're working. And I'll confess, guys, I'm just as bad. We're going to make an armoured cockpit. We certainly need a light. And I unlocked a couple of the medium thrusters here, because what I don't want to do up here is have like double thrusters here. I'd rather put medium thrusters in the front here. I think I should be able to fit them in quite well. Now, while that's going on, let me just hook up to wherever it is. And yeah, we got some of these. And what Draco pointed out was that up here I made a mistake, and it's quite an easy mistake to make, especially if you're new to building ships. And if I just take out the bending blocks, we're just going to take out these here, and just to show you guys, I don't need to take this out, but what you see is this gives the impression that this container controller is linked, but it's actually not, because if I take out that one, you will see that this is actually above the generator, and the container blocks don't connect diagonally. They've got to connect on face to face. So that's it. What I'm going to do is just drop that back in there. And what we're going to do is put a couple of in like that. And I was kind of thinking about the boxes here as well, and I just wonder whether I want some extra ammo in my ammo capacity. So what I'm going to do is take those out and just use up these extra boxes here too, and we should be able to rotate those in. Because one thing about turrets is they do go through a lot of ammunition very quickly. I'm not sure if I got... Yeah, I've got a couple of carbon composite blocks we can drop. That would give a bit more protection there. The other thing I'm a little bit worried about is having this exposed, because these took a little bit of damage as well. So what I'm going to do is I don't want to put too much on there. But I thought if I can put, say, something like that, just on top like that, that will just give enough protection to the fridge and the wireless connector. I'm not too worried about the wireless connector, it's the fridge that's the bigger problem. And I didn't mean to do that. I meant to, oops. Now, just to show you what I'm talking about with the cockpit, you see here this cockpit's got hit points of 875. And by now we should have the armoured. Let's get to the base. And right, we've now got this here. Oh, the other thing I've also done is I've upgraded my sniper rifle to a tier 2 using the upgrade kits and the assault rifle, and I've also made a pulse rifle just to be a little bit more complete. And I've made a few hardened steel blocks as well. And I think that can go in there. And I think hook in a few more steel blocks. I do want to work a little bit more around the front of the ship. And I think the first thing we're going to do is take out this cockpit here. Actually, I can take that steel block off the front as well. That now opens up this area here. And what we're going to do is take out this thruster here and this thruster here. Now I could go back with that box, but I think I might. I'll see how it goes. Wow, that could be useful. That would give extra protection, but I think we're going to go for the full length cockpit here. And just to show you guys, this now goes up to 1600. And I'm thinking now is I can put that thruster in there like that, and we'll just put that in like that. That means that this is going to mean they're going to be a little bit more exposed. So we're going to just take off that block there, and what are we looking for? No, put that in like that. Put that there. Just put a little bit more protection on the side here, like this. So it means that, I mean, I've got no top protection now, but we're just going to have to take a chance on that. And what I'm going to do is put a hardened steel block there to give a bit more protection there. And of course, we'll put the spotlight on the front. Now, I know full well that I'm going to lose this spotlight in a battle because it's stuck right out the front, and there's no point. You've just got to accept that it's going to get taken out. And I don't think I want that. I think what we're going to do here is put in, I mean, this is more cosmetic, I think, than anything else, but this just gives a little bit of extra protection here. I'm going to drop that in like that. That just gives a bit of more front end protection to the guns and the cockpit. And what we're going to do is just get rid of that for the moment, jump in. I'm just going to take off. Helps if I switch the thrusters on and the hover engines. And we'll just get that. The one thing I did notice here is the problem here. I think what we're going to do is take that block out there, put an ordinary steel block there, and then just again just to reinforce this front a little bit. I'm going to rotate that in like that. I've got 3 blocks left. I can put an angle block there, and I think I would like to put a block there in front of that carbon substrate so they can't blast through there, and then just put an ordinary steel block there. So that would be a sacrificial drop off there. And now I'm getting attacked from the side, but if I run into patrol I could get attacked from the side, so getting a feeling what we're going to do is just drop. Now when you build ships there's always a compromise to make between armored protection and carry capacity, because every time you put a steel block on, that actually increases the overall weight of the ship, which actually reduces your carry capacity. And truthfully, if you're going to build a hover tank, really you don't need cargo capacity. You just put lots of lift in to doing things. I think that's about it. And what I want to do now is get out, if I can show you, is I want to know what's around me at the moment. So what I'm probably going to do is push out through here, find out what's up here, see if there's any good resources close by, because my other thought is to build a base up here, so we need to know what's going on around there as well. That's going to be the next kind of focus of the thing. I think I'm going to keep the thrusters, and I think we got some steel blocks there. I'm not going to take the cockpit with me. I'm going to drop that in there. I've got a feeling I'm carrying way too much in the way of stuff here. I don't want to empty out everything from the steel plates here. Actually, you can keep that. We'll reduce the copper down and the silicon. Keep the wood because I want to make the thing, and the crushed stone, and that. I think. Whoops. Where's that not? And I think we can put all this in here. We don't need the plant fiber. And next thing, fridge. Do I need all this in the fridge? I'm just trying to lighten the ship up a little bit at the moment. Actually, let's put everything in this one so I can see what's going on at the moment. Probably don't need the meat and spices. I don't think we're going to find a trading station, so that can go. Don't really need the purified water. I think we can probably get rid of the plant protein as well. And we can certainly get rid of this lot. Well, there's no point carrying that. And of course it's starting to rain. Thank you, game. And let's have a look. We've emptied this. I want to keep the Promethean with me. That's a dead cert. And I probably... I think we can unload. That can go, the spoiled food can go in fridge because there's no point carrying that with me. I'd like to take the armor with me, but I think we can drop that off. We don't need that, we don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. We certainly probably don't need all. Got a few steel blocks and the carbon composite doesn't weigh anything. I'd rather keep the bike with me just in case. So I think that's probably about enough what we've got. And we've got quite a lot of ammo. We could probably make some more ammo on the way round. Got our 3,000 rounds. I think what we're going to do is bring back 250 from there. And now the big question is whether this thing will actually fly. Actually, the other thing I also want to do is go in here, and I'm just going to auto group it so everything's together. I'm going to do this. Yep, that's okay. Got the weapons, 2 Gatling guns, 2 miniguns, RCSs. We've got everything gathered together. That's looking good. And we don't actually need the spotlight on just at the moment. Right now, the question is, how am I going to explore this area here? Now I could come round the end there, or I could go up through there. The trouble is going to be getting through these mountains, but we are flying light at the moment, so maybe we'll be able to get away with that. So what I would like to do is find out what that item to the north of us is. So maybe if we just cut through here, and hopefully we will get out of the rain. And I mean, right, let's just go across here, and we're just going to fly north, keeping our eye out for anything else that's going on. And just cut through here. Apologies for the rain. This is the old tower which I found, but there's nothing of any real value here except for as use for steel plates. So just to show you on the map here, so we've got that there. If I go slightly west, can I get through these mountains? Maybe I can get up over the top of this ridge line while we're still travelling light, because you can force your way up over mountains like this with a bit of an opportunity. Wow. Okay. Maybe this isn't one of my better ideas. Okay, we're just going to keep going north and push through here. Follow the radar. I mean, ideally, I would like for that, whatever's to the north, to be something. I mean, it'd be great if it was Promethium or something like that. I wouldn't have to go so far to get Promethium. Right, I think if we push through this area here, round the mountain, it doesn't seem... Oh, right, wherever it is to the east of us now, so we've gone a little bit too far west. Could I get up through here? Try and get over the mountain top, get a bit of momentum, force our way up, over. Maybe just get across this area here. Wow, that mountain's going to be a real pain in the neck. I've gone too far east. Oops. Now I don't know if any of you guys noticed that. Well, I can show it here. See, the ship wobbles. Now the reason for that is that when I built the container controllers, I put them in the center of gravity, but then put each container going back to front down the side of the ship, which means if you get too much weight in one side, that will unbalance the ship. I think what I'd probably do is when I do the SV, I will put the containers across the ship so that it'll be a little bit more less kind of, hopefully then it will balance, especially if the controllers are actually in the center of gravity. Where am I? Okay, we're on the edge of Xerax territory. Thank you, Xerax. Alright, let's just scout round it. Right, we found an unknown structure. And it's, where is it? Right, it's right on the edge of Xerax territory. Oh, I certainly want to check it out. So we're going to just have to be a bit circumspect here. I want to stop and pick up those spices while we're at it as well. Because there's two together. And I think I'll add some mushrooms as well. I think that would be worth it. The other thing I also want to check is pest control. We've got 7 minutes before the pest control mission becomes active. Let's see if we can Skype round. I mean, I'm a bit more relaxed now about going into Xerax territory, especially crossing the edge. I mean, I don't want to get in too close to any of their large bases because we're not really equipped at the moment to engage with heavy weapons, but I'm pretty confident about taking down Xerax patrols and items like that. So we're now in Xerax territory, so we're going to have to be on. Oh, okay. Oh, this could be useful. Now, if I remember correctly, this base has got it's very simple to loot. As long as you can kill, I think there's either 2 or 3 nightmares in here, but what we're going to have to do is find the entrance. There is an entrance, there it is. And what I want to do is just come into here and not that group turrets. I'm going to put it on predators and aliens. In some ways I wish that they'd separate the predators from alien functionality. Hey, cut it out. Okay. Yeah, obviously it's probably because I've got it set. Let me just fix this, guys. I think it's... cut it out. I think that's because I had it set to attack bases, and I'm not sure why I did that, but I'm just going to get in a little bit closer. What we're going to have to do is draw these guys out. I'm going to leave the thrusters on because we're in hostile territory, and I suppose I better pick some weapons up as well. Assault rifle. Right. Gotta make sure these are loaded. Let's say there should be 2 or 3 nightmares in here. There they are. Come on, guys. I'm pretty sure there's one more. Now, nightmares don't tend to have much on them anymore. I think they've nerfed this. Actually, you can get in a bit closer, I think. Just getting really close. There should be at least one more in here somewhere. I'll just get his attention. Well, we'll loot him, even if it is just alien parts and alien tooths. Right, hopefully, because this structure tends to have, well, I think you guys might have glimpsed it, was the red box in here. I really would like some auto miner cores, please, game. Yes, great, thank you. Well, we're certainly gonna. We've got a turret for HV. That could be useful. We got artillery turret for a CV. We got 91 Xeno blocks. And we certainly want those. That's going to be great. I'm a bit reluctant to take the Xeno blocks because you can see each one. That is 1.5 tons of blocks, and I just don't really want them because they're going to weigh the ship down. I mean, just to give you an example, how much? Look, 22 blocks. Is that volume? See that? How much weight that puts up? I'm going to leave the Xeno steel blocks here because I can always come back and get them. As far as I know, as long as I don't destroy the base, they will sit there. I just want to make sure I'm hitting. The core is actually behind it. Yep. What I'm just going to do is just destroy the core. This is where you guys say I shouldn't destroy the core because it will wipe out that box. I mean, I could actually. I could deploy a portable constructor here and shove it all in the portable constructor, I suppose. Now, let me just retrieve some blocks to just do a test. Actually, you can hear spiders as well. Let me play out. I'm not sure why I'm lugging this stuff around. Let me just put that in there. Container controller. Got reserve thrusters. Okay, let's just go to that one. Hook that up. And I think while I'm here, I can see if I can retrieve this. It shouldn't give me the block, but it should give me the hardened steel plates. Because if I salvage, if I remember correctly, if I salvage this. This is a hardened steel block. If you salvage, oh no, I've got that as well. I don't know which one is better. What I'm inclined to do is maybe chop out the Xeno steel block there. What I'm just going to do is pick out some of this stuff here. I think I'm going to do it the quick way. I don't really want to overload the hover vehicle too much. I think we're going to be safe here. I can't see any drones on the radar at the moment. I think if we cut out that area here, like this, and across like this, take that out, and that, and that. I can hear you, Insect Man. Okay, we're going to have to use the drone to cut out this top bit. All I want to do is cut out a big chunk, which I can use to recover a whole raft of resources without actually this armoured concrete. Great, thank you. And I think if we cut across here, is what I say. I don't want to spend too long doing this because I want to get on and do a bit more exploration while we're at it. And I think we can probably undermine here. Let's take this section out here. And I think if we cut up through here, and whoops, one thing I didn't do is double tap. Last thing I want to do is be bounced by a Xerax patrol, or more importantly drones. When the turrets will warn me if there's a patrol nearby that's within range. Just going to cut through here and here, cut through here. Right, we're gonna have to do a floating 3, so we're just gonna take that out, take this out, because that's, you get these part blocks, they still count as supports even though they're not supports. That makes sense, guys. Right, so in theory now if I cut through here, this should collapse and give me a whole wodge of resources. Cut through here. There it is. I'm just going to grab that. And I didn't see how much we actually got. Let's take the ball out just for the fun of it. And so that's now given me a whole. We've got 733, 218 hardened steel plates, and some Xeno substrates. I mean, we've got more capacity should I need it, but I do want to explore, so I want to keep some extra exploration, or should I find anything else of value? And we're still pretty light, that's good. And I don't want to go east because that is Xerax territory. I think we're going to go west and see if we can find anything, guys. And I think I've timed this okay. We should be able, if I just barrel west quite quickly and get a bit of height so that we don't get stuck on any rocks, I should be able to stay in the daylight, so I won't have to sleep through anything. Yeah, we're going to be okay. Let me just go to here and take off predators and aliens. I don't want this shooting up anything that's around here at the moment. What we're going to do now, guys, whoops, I think I've just damaged something. And what I want to do now is, I think maybe we can go slightly northwest. I know there's nothing on the radar, I just want to open up the map, see if we can find anything. Although it looks like there's mountains over here. But we should be okay. Let me see if I open up a little bit more. Just go a bit more west, just to see if I can take out that block. And of course we're in trees, which is always a pain in the neck. I don't know. And we're now getting into some hills. Ideally, we should have come. Wow, I can feel in the weight a little bit now. Right. I think if we head a little bit southwest now, in theory, if I go here, and should be able to push up over this little bit of a mound here. It says there's something to the west of us, so maybe I'll just try and keep going west for the moment, even though it says that I'm pretty sure on the map it actually said that I've opened up everything to the west of me. Let me just get on top of the mountain here first. Sometimes you just got to keep the momentum going. Well, I suppose, I wonder if it's this stuff over here to do with the... I'm just curious to find out what's to the west of us, guys, because I may have missed something the last time I came through here. So we're just going to keep going west. And it's actually, it says there's something to the west and something to the south. Right, we found a derelict base. Well, we can always have a quick look see at it and see if there's anything of any value in it. Generally, they don't tend to have that much in the way of value. But we might as well, I mean, it'd be great to find a junkyard. Yeah, I don't think there's much in a derelict base, so I'm not going to waste too much time on that. I'll come back and loot that again. I know I'm kind of picking these locations up, but this is why I wanted to open up this area. See what resources are around here. And see, it says there's two things to the south. I think maybe we're just going to keep going southwest for the moment. Because of course the other thing is that once I've got an SV and I can fly straight over the mountains, I can hop to these resources very quickly should I need some steel plates or anything like that. I mean, that's the beauty of once I know where things are, just to see what's down here. Oh, maybe it's something. See if we've got... Oh, great. I'm being suckered, aren't I? Don't really want to stray into Xerax territory when it's getting dark. So I think what we're going to do is just fly along the south here. So that's the extension of this Xerax base here. Let's just keep going this way for the moment. Going west, south. The two blocks to the south probably are the Xerax base. Again, a lot of these Xerax bases seem to be in mountainous areas. They can be a bit of a problem. Like, we found an ancient temple. We're not going to win any awards because there's not much there. I mean, we can just go and check it out, but I'm not expecting big things from it. But it does say there's something else to the north here, so we're just going to skate through here. I'm aware that I'm just on the edge of the daylight as well. Yeah. So here's again, they look okay, but as far as I know, there's nothing of any real value in them. So we're just going to keep pushing west along the edge of this mountain range. Right, we found some iron. That's good. So, yeah, we found some more iron here. Because what I'd like to do is deploy the auto miners. Probably not on the iron, but the copper or the silicon. And we know that there's some Xerax patrols there. What I really would like is a Promethean deposit close by, so that we can deploy an auto miner on that. And then once I've been able to put an auto miner on a Promethean deposit, I'm going to be a lot more relaxed, guys. That means that we won't have to worry about running out of... Yeah, that's just a small deposit. We're just going to keep pushing west along this line here. Now I'd guess that what's up here is to do with Talon territory. Now we will be coming here, so I can leave that gap there open for the moment. I'll keep pushing to see what's to the west and south of us. Right, we've got some open terrain here. We've got stuff all over the radar now. You can see the mountain. There's no way I'm going to get up over that. Right guys, I've got 2 items to the north and it's saying northwest. So what I'm going to do is, as long as the terrain doesn't get too rough, I'm going to go northwest. I think 2 items is worth investigating. It's just the problem. Right, we're now in Talon territory. And it'd be really great to uncover whatever this is. I mean, we're not friendly enough to be able to mine in their territory yet, but I think we'll be okay. So we're just going to keep pushing through here. So we're still going to keep going northwest at the moment just to see if we can knock out some more stuff on the radar here. Again, the copper deposit is small, so it's not going to win any. Right, we found an abandoned drone base. Ah, that's great. Yeah, we found an abandoned drone base here. Now this is definitely going to be worth our attention. Right, that's where the... What we're going to do is fly in around here. The turrets can't get round this side here. You can normally come in this side. I think actually if we turn on the, change the turrets to alien, hide group. Okay, just gonna. Hey. Cut it out. You're meant to be taking those turrets out, you idiots. Okay. Let me just... We have to deal with the spiders first. This is... Whoops. Shotgun's best. Hey. Well, that was a... Well, I don't know if that actually counts, but what I want to do is... I don't know if I can... What I want to do is... Cut it out. I'll do it manually. Because there's only 2 guns on here. Now I'm not going to go into the base in any depth at the moment because I say again I don't have the carry capacity. But there should be, and we've got spiders underneath us as well. There should be another gun in here somewhere. I can't see them because of the trees. I might have got both of them. Aha! Gotcha. This is one of the reasons what makes this abandoned base a little bit exciting. I mean, I could... we're just gonna get back to... I've got a surprise for you guys. one down. The problem with these guys is they've got very small hitboxes. There's still one around. I can sense him. It's two of them. Oh, come on. I think I need a center mounted Gatling gun. Right. Because I've lost the loot from those guys. Not that they got much in the way of loot, but never mind. Haha. According to that, we've already killed 8 predators. Shut up. You're just wasting my ammunition. Especially if you're shooting spiders. Okay, it looks like the Talon are now friendly. Because I've already killed lots and lots of spiders and stuff like that. And just to show you guys, got that entrance there. And you can see there's some goodies just inside here. I'm sure there's another turret on this side. In fact, I'm almost certain that there's a turret on this side. Let's see if we can see it. I'm pretty sure that's it. Yep. Okay. Got it. And of course he's firing at... just wasting so much of my ammunition. Right, we've now pulled the teeth of this. I know this video is getting a little bit over long, guys, but what I want to do is just sneak in and get a little bit of loot from here. Again, I'm just going to leave there. What you can do is just sneak in here. We should be okay to do the outer areas here. Wow, that would be... Again, I have to be a little bit careful. So we're just going to... well, we'll take that. And well, another multi-tool may have use. As I say, I'm not going to go any... Wow, yeah, we're certainly going to take that. And nothing there. Yeah, the real bug uglies don't come out until you actually get inside, so we can do a little bit of basic looting here. There's another one up there. I was hoping for a little bit more than this. Done that. I missed these boxes here, so you're going to take that and that and that, and I think that's about as far as I want to go, just to give you guys. Oh, it says we're inside the spawn area. Okay, I'm going to jump in here, jump out again, and just to give you guys a bit of an overview. So we've looted this initial area here and these boxes here, but we go inside. I mean, the other side here, it's got some more loot boxes and stuff which we could pick up, but I mean, I'd have to come round to here. Oops. But yeah, I'm a little bit worried about the weight on this now, guys. I think I will go round here and just check out this side, even though I am getting a little bit overloaded. So I'm not going to go inside of the the building simply because that is just a little bit too risky. What we're going to do is just get in here. We'll take that. I know a lot of it isn't particularly that. I think someone actually put a comment in saying that they feel that the loot boxes are being nerfed, and I do tend to agree with that observation. I'll take the biofuel, and I think that's hydrogen, and a bit more hydrogen. Whoops. Clicked the wrong button and nearly gave it all back to them. That'd be a bit of a mistake. I mean, this stuff's all very useful, but I do want some better stuff than this. Right, we've got another one down here. Okay, so we got a tier 2 assault rifle, force fields. Well, I suppose it's all going to be useful. But I think that's all I'm going to do now, guys, because I'm pretty sure I'm getting overloaded now. Yeah, the ship's there. So I think this is where I'm going to leave it. Apologies for the length of the video, but I did want to show you that top looting there. And what I will do, guys, is I will come through here, make my way back to my base and unload this lot. And probably in the next part we'll start thinking about an SV. But until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.